We're starting.
Good morning.
Good morning. We didn't even know we were starting. We got a new system.
Yeah.
No more crock pot
boxes.
We got a brand new tripod.
We're professional now.
Yeah, no, it's good quality. I got it on Amazon. I mean, I'll put it in the link down below. If anybody wants
price,
it.
He said.
Yeah, and it comes with a Bluetooth remote start and stop for the video. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So we didn't even know we were starting because we're just using it for the first time today, but we're starting. So good morning. Welcome back to another edition of Roast Beef and Bagels.
And a lot of things, craziness. I don't know if you want to start.
Well, we could start with a few things. First of all, the Superbowl has been decided. It's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles versus Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs going for a little bit of history on a first ever possible three-peat. Yeah. Never been done before in Super Bowl NFL history. So possible three-peat against the Eagles. Eagles a tough team. Two teams I didn't think we're going to be in it this year. I mean, listen, the Chiefs, you can never count them out, but Detroit was so strong in the NFC, but they fell apart at the end of the year. And then I was actually hoping that the Bills would finally get in, but the Chiefs got their number, man.
Yeah.
They just got their number. So it's going to be Chiefs, Eagles.
And the fix is in.
The fix is in.
Go Chiefs.
The refs are going to be going for the Chiefs. I guess, I mean, if I'm going to root for someone, I guess I would root for the Chiefs because I guess I'd like to see now the three-peat, right? It's
good for the NFL, you know.
Right? Yeah, and plus you get to witness history.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't know if that's going to ever happen again. So we have an opportunity now to see history with a potential three-peat. So I'm going for the Chiefs. It's funny. I've been going for really all AFC teams after the Steelers got knocked out. I guess just this loyalty to the conference. But yeah, I'm going to go for the Chiefs.
I mean, I think I'm doing the Chiefs. And NFL history, I mean, the history of sports is important. Like, I actually been to two things. Actually, in the stadium, the Jeter 3000 hit, I was there. Actually, the ball, the hit actually was a home run. And if you see, I'm wearing a lime green shirt with a bucket hat. You could see me if you look close.
Were you close to it?
Dude, it was 2 rows in front of me it landed.
Oh, wow.
It was me, my father-in-law, Stacy, at the time. And you bought me tickets to the last game of the Giants one year, and Strahan got the sack record. I was in the building with Favre. Yeah.
That was funny because you saw Gastineau did the Favre at one of the autographs.
You fucking destroyed me, bro.
You say he took the fall. He did take the fall.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
Give Strahan with friends.
Give Strahan a record.
Yeah. Stacy got mad when I used to say that. He was like, no. I said, yes. I don't blame him. You want to be a part of history, too?
Yeah, it's good to be part of that stuff. I mean, so at least we're not going to the Super Bowl, but at least we get to see that if the Chiefs win. I just hope they don't show Taylor Swift every 5 minutes. I mean, I guess in the beginning it was okay. Now it's getting boring.
Yeah, same shit all the time.
Well,
all right, you ready for the first week of Trump now? You want to start?
Well, yeah, great to me. Great first week. But as far as his promises, what he said he was going to do, the queue is banging already. So I thought he did great. He said it. Day one, he was hitting the immigration policy hard, and he has. I mean,
all over the country, bro.
Everywhere. And it's funny because these liberal media outlets are interviewing Holman, and they want to know what his plan is. Where is he going to be? And then he goes, I'm not telling you any of that stuff because that's going to give the migrants or illegal immigrants a chance to run. Yeah. New York, what a difference here. A lot of them left on their own, whether they were criminals or not. And a lot of them, so watching these news reports and stuff on social media, when a lot of these independent YouTubers are interviewing these people, they're saying a lot of them packed up and went to these Midwest states, which is, I don't know, kind of weird or odd because like work is less in places like that and opportunities less, but they're going to like the Dakotas or
they're fucking hiding out for 4 years.
They're just going to be hiding. Yeah. So I don't know, but I do say, man, he came in, arrested a ton of people. Colombia said they weren't taking him back, and he said, no problem. started banging him over the head like he told them with all kinds of tariffs and stuff
they
like
immediately
that.
took them back.
They took them right back. It's funny when you start messing with people. He wasn't looking to start no fights and nothing like that. You hit him in the pocket.
Right.
As soon as you hit people,
Change their mind.
As soon as you hit people in the pocket, they have a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a great first week. I think liberals are insane, or at least the extreme. You got liberals saying first, second day in office, why are the price of groceries as high as they are? Two things there. One, he just got into office. Two, you're admitting that the prior administration totally destroyed the economy. So
you were okay with it the whole time.
Right. You were okay for 4 years and didn't say nothing. Now you're posting yourself with these videos. Totally ridiculous. And the other thing, which I don't understand, and we were speaking about this during the week, the federal, again, I'm going to mess up what it was, but there was a federal order put in place which put a freeze on certain fundings.
Yeah.
And Democrats and liberal media outlets automatically said he stopped Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, and food stamps,
which
caused an uproar with the people who are getting these forms of help. Complete lie. He was saving money in various areas, and the story's totally fabricated.
It's not close to being true.
I don't understand. You had Chuck Schumer at podiums saying this with a swipe of his pen. He did this. Why aren't these people held accountable?
They're not, and they never will be.
I don't get that.
One of the things where I read, I mean, it might be wrong, because me and you discussed it, but it says $100 million for condoms in Gaza. That was in the last budget that Biden signed. He just stopped it. Why am I giving $100 million when we have a lot of issues here? We have poor and homeless and stuff like that. So I don't know why would we give $100 million? I mean, how many condoms do Gazans need?
And I heard they were using it to make explosives.
Yeah. So on Waters, they were saying that you could use a condom to make like a Molotov cocktail, but obviously smaller. It's rubber. It's easier to. But why would we give this? Why would we give that to them? I don't get it, bro. I don't understand it. But if we could save $100 million that easy,
of course,
let's do it. I mean, why is that a big deal? And I don't hear not one agency coming out saying, "Oh, that's great. We just saved $100 million." And Elon just started. It's only been a week. Yeah. It's only been a week. So if we could save $100 million a week for the next 4 years, you're talking about trillions of dollars that we just saved the American taxpayer. But liberals upset about it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
And there was also funding for like DEI and scholarship for other countries. The whatever this bill or whatever it was made 0 sense for U.S. citizens. So he looked at it and took out anything non-U.S. related and froze it.
Yeah,
and said that's it.
We'll review it to see if it's worth for the American taxpayer to do it. And it's not. And since we're on DEI a little bit, I just want to tell people out there, people are these supporters of DEI. I don't think they even know what DEI means, but it basically means that if you own a company, that you could hire based on race. Mm-hmm. And dude, that's racist.
That's discrimination.
That's discrimination. If I'm an Italian dude and I have a business and I just want to hire Italians, you would say that that's racist, right? Because I only want to hire my kind. So how come it's okay if the government says DEI could do that? Like, it's not okay. You should be hired based upon merit. Like, he's got a college degree, I don't. So me and him going to the same job, I would expect that he would probably get the job before me because he has more credentials. I don't think that's racist if you have more credentials or more experience.
You'll get it because you're darker than me.
Well, with DEI, yeah. Right. With DEI, I would get it. Yeah, definitely. And the other thing I just want to say about DEI, because I know that you've seen there was a helicopter that
which was very sad.
Yeah.
The incident was very sad. A lot of lives were lost with that mid-air collision at American Airlines.
American Airlines and Black Hawk.
Yeah.
Over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C.
Very sad.
And Trump's Trump. So he just comes out all the time. He's blaming on DEI, right? So I did, at first, to be honest, I was like, oh my God.
I didn't know what was going on.
But so I did some research online now, and this is a while ago. But the Obama administration declined and rejected 1,000 applications for air traffic controllers because they weren't diverse enough. I'm not saying that this did cause that, right? But I'm sure that Biden probably kept a lot of those policies that Obama had because they worked together.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's true, and he was denying applications, that's why they were short that day, because in that tower, they were very short. The guy was doing 2 jobs at once. And so maybe DI caused it a roundabout way, not directly.
Right.
But if you got to hire people, you got to hire them. It don't matter what color they are. Why are we looking for color to hire people?
I want the best
What's this, the
person.
1960s?
I don't care what you look like,
Yeah.
what color you are. I want the best person for the job.
Of course.
I want the best pilot that's going to get me to and from my destination safely. I want the best people in those towers. I want the best people in sanitation,
Yeah.
NYPD, fire,
And even if you
whatever
had
it
a
is.
private industry, think of it this way. If you had a private industry and you're a bagels industry, you want the best people to work for you. It don't
Mhm.
matter what color they are. It don't matter what religion. You need to make money. So you're going to hire the best product you can. That's like the NBA going, you know what? We have to hire a certain amount of Chinese people no matter what.
No,
No. You
Why
want to
not? hire
hire the best basketball players possible in
Me.
the world.
I want to be in the NBA.
Can't do it. You're short and you're slow and you have one bad hip.
What? But why can't I? Wouldn't that make the NBA more diverse if
Right.
they got someone like me to play?
Right.
Right?
Because you had a bad hip, so you almost disabled. So now a disabled person plays in the NBA.
I'm short, I'm overweight, and I can't jump and I can't run. So why can't I play in the NBA?
Yeah, agreed.
It would give the diversity of having everyone included, right?
Okay.
Hey man, I want those multi-million-dollar contracts.
Nike should give you a contract.
Why not? Why can't I get my own pair of sneakers?
Exactly. That's how stupid it is, bro. That's what it is. A few more things about the media fucking lying. So, ICE has been raiding. We're going all over the place there, but ICE has been raiding. So, in the beginning of the week, Chicago came out and the mayor and I guess the school's chancellor, I don't remember the names, but came out and said,
Brantford is the mayor?
yeah,
Something like that.
yeah.
He's the worst.
He's the
Dude. He's
worst.
worse than the Beetlejuice woman that was there before him.
And yeah, she was horrible. And they came out to this whole fucking press conference that ICE went to a school building and people were terrified.
Mhm.
Parents were fucking, dude, this guy sounded like he was up on a podium preaching to God for about fucking 45 minutes. And the next day, guess what, guys? We found out the whole fucking thing was a lie. The whole fucking thing. It ended up being Secret Service had a warrant to go into one of the schools.
warrant?
With something with TikTok. I don't really, they didn't really say too much.
They had a
after that.
warrant, no
They had a
raid.
warrant, no raid, warrant to, I think it was to get computers out of the school because of some TikTok situation that was a threat to the school or something like that. So when these people come out and you hear immediately, you can't get yourself crazy because it's almost all lies. If it's not a lie, it's a half truth, right? So yes, the government did go to the school, but it wasn't ICE. It wasn't about immigration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it drives me crazy, dude.
What did Trump do? What did he come out with?
Oh, Rapid Response 47 on X.
Right.
It
Twitter
literally
X.
debunks everything that the liberal media is saying. So the liberal media said the thing what he was talking about that would get canceled welfare because just go on X. I'm sure it'll be there within 10, 15 minutes. And he says the truth. They don't like him, but he is the most outspoken person. He doesn't give a shit what the fuck people think, bro. He tells you the truth. You might not think it, but it's 100% true. But it's sad. The other thing I want to say, because I didn't like this, was the drones right before the election in November, December. There was drones over New Jersey. And I actually have a friend, this guy, Mungo. He retired. He's a drone guy. And he tells me that like once a week or twice a week, they go out in these little groups, kind of like a biker thing, but, just drones. And they fly the drones together and they try to compare the drones are higher, this and that. And I said at the time, I said, these fucking drones is probably a bunch of people. It's not a big deal. The fucking Trump administration came out and said that Biden knew all the while from the FCC that those drones had nothing to do with Iran, nothing to do with Russia, nothing to do with China, that they knew that because they're all licensed. They're all licensed. They just got the license or whatever. So they were just a group of people that do that every night. And they scared the shit out of half the country saying this because it was terrifying before the election. They wanted to put fear into that so that you would think Trump was going to start a war. It's horrible. And they're not held accountable.
Well, that's what I don't understand. Isn't it a form? I don't know if defamation is the right word.
Oh, what they're doing to Giuliani, it is.
How
It's defamation, 100%.
How do you just say these things, get people in an uproar? Because think about it, it can cause riots, mass hysteria. You know, people just start protesting
Anxiety,
in the street.
craziness.
You can affect people. I mean,
and they don't retract it, dude.
No,
they don't come out and retract it. That's the problem. They don't say. They publicly push it, and then once they find out it's wrong or a lie, they kind of just sit back and let you believe it,
and they wait for it to go away on its own, or the next topic will come out.
Yes, news cycle,
and it'll be totally forgotten about.
And I always say, like, the Democrats are bad to me, but media is worse because they're supposed to be for the people. So there's a guy. I'm going to say the name wrong. It's Rashim Ramsai. He was an Obama advisor. When Obama was in it, and I think he actually worked for the Biden administration the first year, but he didn't stay. Now he's an investment banker, lobbyist.
American.
Yeah, American. He went to Great Britain. I think it was 5 years ago. I'm bad with time and names. By the way, that's why he always corrects me. But he raped a British girl that's 9 years old. He set it up. They have emails and everything from America to Britain. They have it all, and he just got sentenced for 11 years in prison. But that's not my point. My point is, you don't hear this on mainstream media. You don't hear it.
Someone though that worked in the Obama administration.
They protect. Yeah, he was an Obama advisor at the time when he was president. Both terms.
And wait, he did the rape during.
So no, it doesn't seem like that. He did it within the last 5-10 years.
Oh, but he did this crime.
Yeah.
Whether he was a former cabinet member.
Yeah.
But they don't bring it up.
But if this was Trump, forget it, dude. It could have been 30 years ago.
Like you said, like Giuliani, they're torturing that guy.
Yeah.
For everything.
For just saying that the two girls cheated. He's got to give up $146 million. Imagine that. Just saying that they cheated, that they cheated for the election.
How could these politicians, you got the Giuliani thing, but like Schumer get up there, cause the mass hysteria saying that everyone's losing welfare and food stamps, and they're not held accountable.
No, they're not.
It's just straight up lies.
And to me, dude, like I hate to say it this way, but I'll use CNN because they're the easiest. Why would anybody continue to listen to them when everybody knows that everything they say is bullshit?
Their ratings are in the toilet. They're
talking about selling it, right?
This guy just left, Jim Acosta now.
Oh wow! Well, that's who I think is fucking Trump.
So him and Trump didn't get along, but his ratings were tanking, and they were moving him to like some midnight 2 a.m. slot.
And he didn't want it.
He didn't want it, so he resigned. And then the other guy from NBC is resigning too. He did the finances. Chuck something. I read about him too. Another liberal.
He left.
Yeah, another guy. He left too. So these guys, I mean, they realized they were out there welcome with their nonsense and lies. And listen, a lot of the conservatives, some of them got crazy. I'm not going to lie, and, wanted to push back and argue back. Some of them just sat back, and there's an expression, if you give a man enough rope, he'll eventually hang himself. Yeah. And that's what a lot of these people are doing now.
Well, Chris Cuomo now, not that I watch his show
he's swinging over.
But he's moving to the middle now. Mm-hmm. I think he knows he went too far. They get him on the COVID thing all the time, whatever. And he's like, oh, shit, The other thing this week, which I thought was interesting, I know not a lot of people were able to watch it, but I watched most of it, the confirmation hearings. And my favorite one was RFK this week. It was on Thursday, Friday, I think it was. And watching it live is great because it's unfiltered news, right? So the one thing I gotta tell you, if you get a chance, you gotta watch him and Bernie Sanders go at it, because Bernie was going after him, and he was like, dude, you take more money from the fucking pharmaceutical companies than anybody else. They had a little thing back and forth, and Bernie finally said, yeah, well, it's only $5 million I took from them instead of $200 million, whatever. But
he said everybody's lying in their pockets, and Bernie Sanders was like, there's a donation. And then, I don't know, I saw something on social media with that, and they put like flashes of how much money he was taking from these big pharma companies. Yeah. It was hysterical.
Amazing. You can say what you want about RFK, but I actually think he's trying to do the right thing. Just because you never heard of something doesn't mean that it doesn't work. So, for instance, this ivermectin thing, right? If ivermectin, there's people saying that they're curing cancer with, why don't they have a study that shows them that they're wrong, right? They won't do it. They won't just do this study and go, you know what, I'll prove you wrong because I'm going to do a study, because they're afraid Because if they do the study and it winds up working, they lose millions of dollars in chemotherapy, therapy money. It's about cash, guys. Wake the fuck up. Like, I've never seen so many people trust government before. It fucking drives me crazy, dude.
Well, I mean, listen, you trust in the government because that's what's governing and running the country, right? So you're hoping that they're putting their best foot forward in everything they do. And I think for the most part, both sides are, right? Because you got to remember, outside of their job, they do have families that have to live every day, like you and I, that these rules and laws are going to apply to them as well. So I'm sure they do want their best foot put forward in certain things. But the big agenda and the big topics, especially now, I mean, especially with immigration, inflation, things like healthcare, those are major topics that for years, if you think about it, every election, those are the big topics that come up, right? Someone's always got to put a better game plan in place because the prior ones weren't working, or if they were working, the next administration came in, wiped them all out, and started with something different. So like Trump, he went back to what he had prior, but I think since he had experience, maybe the 4 years off was good for him.
Yeah.
He
Now he knows how government works.
Now he knows how it works, can revise it, tweak it, and get even more, more benefit or more of a better end result than he did prior. So, I mean, those topics are always going to be heavy hitters, but government in general, I mean, these guys are lining their pockets. They make a 6-figure salary. Why are they all multi-millionaires? Exactly. I understand they get for speeches and stuff like that when they make their public appearances, but some of these people are worth millions and I think Nancy Pelosi
$600 million.
She's worth the most, right?
$600 million. Well, top of the line.
And she says she's not involved in any insider trading and all that stuff.
But her husband's an investment broker who makes millions and millions of dollars a day. But on what she decides in Congress, there's a conflict of interest. Shouldn't be.
He's also a drunk with
sleeps with men and women,
and
he gets away with it.
And I mean, look at that. That was swept under the rug.
That was quick. It was like a week. But if it was Trump, it would be the whole 4 years.
It would be 4 years. 4 years nonstop coverage on CNN. Well, just CNN. CNN. I mean, they really got nothing to report on. Like I said, that's why their ratings are in the toilet. Well, they got that other guy now, Scott Jennings, who goes against all of them. He's their
one conservative.
But I mean, dude, not for nothing, he puts them all to shame.
Yeah, because it comes up with, it's not emotional when it comes to him. You know what I'm saying? It's not an emotional thing. It's fact or
it's true. The liberals act on emotion. They'll start, huffing and puffing and screaming and yelling.
Well, when I post, dude, they usually, I mean, even Mike said it. He was like, "Oh, you're not compassionate. Compassion has nothing to do with making a decision. Mm-mm. You have to make a decision for Americans." I do have compassion for these people that live in these other countries. I feel bad for them. I said, but no one's picking up the phone and saying, "I'm going to sponsor them." They want me and you to pay for them.
100%.
Just if you feel compassion, pick one of the families, let them live with you, sponsor them, pay for their fucking thing. If you're gonna say it, then be about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. And nobody's doing that.
We're gonna put the information for you to sponsor the illegal immigrants. It's a blurb's gonna come up, and we're gonna put that information. So if you or your family feel that needy or compassionate about it, we want you to sponsor, and then we want you to get in touch with us. We want you to
let me know how many family you guys are taking.
Yeah, let me know the process of what it goes through, so we can educate our audience, and maybe more people will be like you that are compassionate about it and are willing to spend the money and sponsor these people to live in your homes with your family, and you have to take care of them. I believe it's a 10-year period. Yeah. So we want to see how many of you out there actually do it, and we'll applaud your efforts. We'll actually, I'll think very highly of you, because I'll be the first to say,
I'm not doing it.
I'm
spending my money on my kid.
I have my own life, my own family, so that's where my priorities lie. Yeah. So there's also another show I can't stand, The View. I mean, those are 5 miserable hags. I mean, I don't know what else.
They're probably the most racist people I've ever heard of in my life, dude.
So
they're literally racist.
The other day, I don't know how to describe these people. I don't want to, whatever. All I know is the other day, Joy Behar said she misses Biden. And then she goes on to say, she starts talking about money and the people who are surrounding Trump. Trump is surrounded by money. Guy's a billionaire. So if you saw in the inauguration, if anyone watched, he was surrounded by Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Dana, what's his name?
Dana White.
Dana White from UFC, all billionaires, right? He was surrounded by them, okay? So she was reading something, on her little piece of paper that world hunger can be resolved at a cost of, I think, $40 billion or something like that. Let's say billion, not even million. $40 billion. $40 billion. And then she said, Elon Musk is worth, I don't know, but let's say she said 100 million. So he could have solved world hunger himself. So this was something I saw on like a YouTube or Instagram or something. So I commented on it, not that it's going to go to her, but whoever posted it. So I wrote, that's all well and good. I said, but if Joe Biden didn't give Ukraine $40 billion, he could have been the savior of world hunger. Right. And that would have been a better thing to go out on as president of the United States, that this one man solved world hunger based on the quote you just told America that 40 billion will solve world hunger. Right. So the U.S. could have been the shining star under Joe Biden. His presidency would have been legendary. This one man solved world hunger
with 40 billion.
With 40 billion in his 4 years as president.
But it's Elon's fault.
But it's Elon Musk's fault, and Jeff Bezos and all these people that got into tech and made big money for themselves.
It's crazy.
The View, another liberal outlet, which I can't stand.
What's so funny, they're all upset with, especially Bezos and Zuckerberg. But they were all on Biden's side 4 years ago. And everybody was okay with them being there for Biden. But them being there for Trump, they don't like it. They're rich billionaires. People don't understand this too. And I think me and you discussed this before. I put it up myself this week. The worldwide, top 10% earners make $122,000 a year worldwide. That you say to yourself, that's really not a big number.
It's not.
The top 1% make over $265,000, which could still be an average person, meaning that's Congress. Congress makes that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, "Oh, you with the wealthy," the fucking Schumer's the wealthy. He's telling you to tax the wealthy, but he'll never tax himself. You got to be fucking smarter than that. You know, I don't get what people don't get. What do you think these people do? And I seen something on the Economic Forum on C-SPAN. This guy's not a conservative believer, he's just an economist. I think he's a middle of the road guy. He said, if you taxed the wealthiest people in the world 100% of their salary for 3 years, it would only cover the United States funding for a year and a half. So then what do you do? What do you do after that? When these guys have no money at all, you wipe them out of money. Where are you getting the rest of the money to continue the United States? Because we have like a fucking $2 trillion budget every year. So you tell me, you take out all the millionaires, you take all their fucking money. It's only going to last 18 months in America now. Now we're a third world country because these people are not. You take my money. I'm not working here. I'm going somewhere else. I'm taking my business somewhere. I'm gone.
And that's what a lot of companies do.
Yeah.
They do leave.
They do. It's horrible. I don't know what they expect these people to do. They're getting punished from being successful. It just.
Yeah, you shouldn't be penalized because of your good idea or success in business.
Right.
Not in this country.
Especially for the lazy.
That's why people want to come here.
Yeah.
Because of that opportunity. Now, these billionaires are very rare, right? There's not many in the world at all. But
I think there's less than 100, to be honest.
I don't know the number, but why would you? So I don't understand. Like when you hear what's Democrats pay your fair share and all this nonsense, right, coming out of their mouth. Why if I make $1 billion and you're going to penalize me for making more money, that's going to give me less incentive. Right. To become that. I'm gonna be like, you know what, let me drop my status down or do whatever. But I think, to be honest with you, the home run with the taxes and all this other stuff was back in 2016. We got
a beep. I don't know what those people.
I think it was in 2016 when Trump was running against Hillary.
Yes.
And they were saying, disclose your taxes. You didn't pay your taxes. And Trump said in that debate against her, and again, I don't know the exact quote, and when they were like, oh, you don't pay your fair share or whatever. Yeah. And he said, you've been in Senate. I'm only going by your policies.
So it was actually Clinton's tax code that allowed him not to pay.
He said, I'm following your rules. He wasn't like hiding the fact that maybe he didn't pay, X amount or whatever. He just said, I'm going according to the guidelines that you, a liberal, created.
The other thing is people don't understand this too. And I actually started this discussion at work. I didn't start it, but I interjected. So people don't say, oh, it's a play on words. The media does play on words. They don't pay taxes. So no, they don't pay income taxes, right? Because they don't make an income. I know that sounds retarded, but Trump doesn't make an income. Bezos, all of them, they don't make incomes. They have capital gains taxes. They borrow to spend money. and then they pay money on their capital gains, which is only 10%. It's not like us where we pay whatever 28%.
Whatever it is.
But that's in the tax code. So the capital gains is not income tax. So when you hear the media saying they don't pay their fair share and they don't pay taxes, they really mean they don't pay income taxes, which is true. But they do pay a capital gains tax. It just happens to be less. But that's the tax code, and it's been like that, dude, forever. It wasn't Trump's tax code. It was probably back fucking during Roosevelt time.
Yeah, it's probably very long time. Because listen, those donors for these political parties, they're all in the same group.
Yeah, they don't make income, so they try to save as much money as they can.
So
the Koch brothers, George Soros, all these people,
all of them,
left and right, they all do the same.
All of them, and I mean, they're just going to yell. So the liberals and the Democrats are just going to yell and scream when they're going against an opponent to point something like that out. That these billionaires are not paying enough. Well, you're going to be meshed in, FYI. So if it happens, okay, you just gave yourself and all your donors now a kick in the ass, and you think for 1 minute those donors are going to be back to support you? No way.
And Bernie hates when they call him a millionaire. Remember, he left the office. He ran for president last time, and he got a book deal. It was like $120 million. And then people question, say, you're a millionaire. He goes, I am not a millionaire. No, motherfucker, you are a millionaire. Once you make 1 million, you're a fucking millionaire. That's it, dude.
That's what I don't understand. These politicians have a six-figure salary. That, I mean, it's publicly disclosed. It's not hiding because it's a federal position, and it's based on levels and stuff like that. So it's public. You can Google what they make. But they're all multi-millionaires. I mean, fucking Obama owns houses in Martha's Vineyards and all these beautiful...
And did he get like a crazy Netflix deal? Like I don't know, like $25 million to create like 10 movies. I don't know, like, be a producer. My thing is this, they're not, they're politicians now, they're celebrities as well now. So.
Yeah.
And they make a lot of
elbows
money.
With Diddy. Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah, speaking of that, did you see the
special on Netflix?
The Diddy
HBO Max.
Yeah. What is it called again?
The Fall of Diddy.
You got to watch that. That's pretty interesting.
It's 5 parts. The last part is very short because it actually brings you up till January 2025. I'm sure they will.
It was very interesting. Very, very
Man, if anything they're saying about that guy is true, which I'm going to say everyone's story seems to align. Now, listen, because they all got together. And
maybe they over-exaggerated a little bit, but I'm sure there's something going on there, bro. Oof. But I watched it. I binge-watched it yesterday.
This guy's crazy.
I couldn't believe it, dude. I couldn't believe it. And what was interesting, too, is I didn't look at it this way, maybe because, I don't look at things in color. But in the beginning, dude, the one woman was saying that they didn't want to talk about Puffy because he was an Afro-American man who was doing well. They didn't want to take the guy down. So they were allowing the people to be, whatever, sodomized, raped, whatever you want to call it. It was like, what do you mean? So
crazy.
You're not going to report him because he's Puffy and he's an black entrepeur? Like, you don't care that he's a criminal?
They also said they were afraid of him.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Apparently, he's
very powerful guy.
You look at him and you see him, it's funny dancing, and and then when I think of like hip hop back then, you think of Suge Knight, which I would be totally horrified walking down the same block.
Suge don't fucking play, dude.
And then Puffy, I'd be like, hey, what's up? And if you look at them, and now you see that Puffy was just as gangster as Suge Knight. Yeah. Suge Knight just put it out there. He didn't care.
He didn't give a fuck. He went to jail like 8 times. He don't give a shit.
Well, he's going to be in for life now. But I mean, dude, he got his own podcast in jail. Suge Knight.
That's pretty powerful, dude. You get your own podcast. Dude, we can barely do our podcast and we're in Queens. This guy's got a fucking full podcast. Fucking jail. He probably has better equipment than we do.
He says he feels bad for Puffy because he's got a family and everything, but he was like, if that's the lifestyle you want to live, there's consequences.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. The whole thing was I felt bad for the girls. And believe it or not, there were some guys involved. I felt bad for the guys
too. There was no limits on what he did. Yeah. No limits. Yeah. I mean, it
was like ancient Greece, dude. Everybody just banged. They didn't care.
Yeah, man. This guy was like pervertedly nuts.
Yeah, dude. I wonder when his birthday. What's his birthday?
I don't know, dude. But I mean, it's a good series if you see it. I mean, think about, dude, self-made billionaire.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about American dream. Self-made billionaire.
And he just had to lay low, bro. That's all he had to do. He'd been fine for the rest of his life.
Grew up in Mount Vernon in Harlem, I think, or Harlem, Mount Vernon.
He started in Harlem, then he moved to Mount Vernon. His mother was a strong woman, it seems. Dude.
Yeah, because his father passed or whatever.
Dude, his father got shot in the fucking head in the car, dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, oh, man, Puffy's father was gangster, too.
So, I mean, guy's self-made billionaire. I mean, you don't hear about him paying his fair share in taxes.
No, it's okay. Beyonce, all of them. You don't. If you're on their side, you don't hear about nothing.
You don't hear about Jay-Z.
No.
Fair share.
No.
Fair share.
George Soros either, bro. One of the richest guys in the world.
Kamala didn't say that. Fair share.
No.
She just said Trump and Bezos and Zuckerberg.
And actually, she had to pay them to come on. Millions. What was Beyonce? What, 15 million, 20 million was?
I don't even know what it was.
They won't
J-Lo. That. You can't even find it. But
you can say what you want, but Trump didn't pay anybody to back in.
He didn't care. He didn't have nobody up there shaking.
Well, Kid Rock, but he doesn't shake.
He wasn't shaking. He wasn't doing a twerk. So I would have loved to see Kid Rock twerk.
And did you see the inauguration when I forgot the girl's name.
Carrie Underwood sing
a cappella because the fucking
the sound went out or whatever.
And dude, she did such a great job.
She did great.
Yeah, she did great. She got some hell for it, but she did a good job. Oh, you're fucking racist now.
People are not well. I'm gonna put a zip on it,
like you did with me.
I didn't say anything. Well, no, whatever.
No,
I said a controversial word.
Fuck controversy. I believe in free speech. Say it. Fuck it. I work with people with disabilities all the time. I'm pretty sure that they'll be fine with it. That's not a big deal.
People are not well.
Nah, people are not well.
So, but anyway, there was a lot this first week. So we hope you had a good week. We hope you have a great week coming up. We hope you enjoy the Super Bowl, but we'll try to squeeze in an episode before the Super 100%.
Bowl. We might do it at the Super Bowl, right? Because we're watching Super Bowl together.
Yeah, we are.
Maybe we can do a Super Bowl short.
Maybe we'll do a short.
In between quarters.
We could give like a brief rundown of what we saw.
Yeah.
We got new equipment now.
We got new equipment and we got pencils too now. We got roast beef and bagel pencils.
I left them over there.
That's all right.
I ain't getting up.
Timu's excellent, by the way.
We might. So now with our merch, if we have a contest and you win merch, we're going to stick a pencil in with the merch you won.
I got 100 pencils.
That's nice.
That's nice. All different colors. Pink.
Nice.
We're diverse.
We get obscure colors.
Yeah, we get DEI pencils.
We get the rainbow colors.
Yeah.
We cover every color.
So we try to stay neutral.
It's true. Our shirts are all different colors.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't do typical like black or blue. We get those too.
Yeah.
But we've gotten pink, yellow,
and then we had that one that you like, the white and black that you wear.
Yeah, it's got like camo things on it.
We should do it.
That might be the shirt off my back contest. I might wear it and literally just take it off and give it to you.
Yeah, we got to find a place where we're gonna.
Well, the weather's getting warmer. We'll be back at our normal bagel shop.
Yeah, hopefully soon
to do our shows.
Wow.
It's just been a little bit cold and snowy here in New York. So
but we like the kiss picture, so we stay right here.
That's right.
Maybe we should get a banner for roast beef and bagels behind the thing. We'll put it up. Timu $11.
I was going to tell you offline. They make them.
Do they?
They do. We just got to come up with a good logo. If you have a good logo and you want to submit it to Roast Beef and Bagels, I'm going to put the email address. We want to see if you can come. That could be a contest.
Right. And then we'll give you merch.
If we want to do a logo contest, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Let's do it.
We don't have an official logo.
No. I mean, the bagel we have is all right.
We have a bagel with roast beef.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like a photograph.
Maybe you want someone to draw it.
If they could come up with a logo.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm in.
All right. For those who are creative out there,
we'll give you, if you win, we'll give you a hat and a shirt.
We'll figure out the merch.
And a pencil.
We do have shirts, hats, and pencils available in our merch bag.
Yeah.
So we can give you that. But yeah, let's do a logo contest. That'd be awesome.
All right. Let's see. I mean, I hope everybody can fucking draw out there.
Well, whatever you do, however you create it, if it's good, we'll accept it.
But and you can use our images. We'll let you sign off on it if you want.
Yeah, if you want to use
images. If you want to make cartoons of us, and
whatever,
put a bagel, whatever you want to do.
You want to do an actual bagel or actual roast beef, whatever. Yeah. That's good. All right. So let's see what we come up with.
Yeah.
So, but don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to our channel, and spread the word. And we'll see everybody next week. Ciao.
Did it work? It's not working.